live.
Tony's got some energy to him that I haven't seen in a minute.
It's not live yet. Wait.
We are live.
I mean, what's going on, Tony?
Welcome, everybody, to Season 4, Episode 3 of the Fantasy Guys. We have a full house today. Looking forward to a great show. Man, like I said, we're deep today. We got a starting lineup and a bench. Who's coming off the bench is the question. That's what we're going to figure it out by the end of the show. So, first of all, let's give a shout out to who is here today. First of all, on the ones and twos, we got Yusuf T in the back. We appreciate him and all that he does. To the right of me, we're going to have Jose pulling up any second now. Sorry, Jose, I didn't check my messages. So that's why we scrambled and had to start a little late today. So he'll be here. Of course, also to the right of me is Mr. 1-0, Tony.
Wow.
Go ahead and give him a round
Undefeated.
of applause. That boy's coming out with a vengeance. He's coming out hot. You know what I'm saying? We're talking LOL League. We're talking fantasy football.
Yeah, he hasn't lost.
Tony.
12-1 in my fantasy leagues. It's been crazy.
12-1. You're in 13 leagues?
I'm worried.
Wow.
Okay, last time Tony was good in fantasy, it was World War II. So we might be coming into a world war coming up soon, all right?
Wow.
With that said, of course, you got myself, Omar T. To the left of me, we got AB Abraham, always rocking Miami Girl until they lose.
I mean, we're 3-0. Yeah,
Until
we're
they
going to keep
lose.
going until they lose. You're right. When they lose, I'm done.
There you go. And then our guests for today, we got Nebill Abdulla, a great friend of ours, always on the show every single season. We appreciate him. And next to him, we got Killer Bosch in the building as well.
The GOAT.
So go ahead and give them both a round of applause. We're looking forward to a great show. We're going to be talking about a lot of different things happening in the NFL, fantasy football. We're also here to answer all of your questions. But before we do that, though, we want to give a shout out to all of our sponsors and all the people that support us. First of all, be sure to follow us on all of our socials. We have YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, all under Oz Media. You'll be able to listen to the show later on Apple and Spotify podcasts under Oz Media. If you want to find all of our content, it's on ozmedia313.com. Check it out. It's our new website. We have everything on there. So you'll be able to see what's going on with Oz Media and the upcoming shows that's happening as well. Again, shout out to the sponsors of the Fantasy Guys. You got Unique Coney Island, Juice Box, Hanley International Academy, Malek Al-Kabob, Holy Bowly, Jabal Coffee House, which is the coffee that we're all enjoying right now, and our newest sponsor, which is Wingfellas. We appreciate them and their support. We're going to start off with our great friends at Unique Coney Island, Yusuf, and then we're going to officially get the show on the road. So shout out to Unique Coney Island.
Shout out teammate Sambo.
You need something that's going to hit the spot? Unique Coney Island. Come get it while it's hot. Unique Coney Island. Like G-Mac Cash said it, man, make sure you stop by Unique Coney Island. They're famous for their original unique pita, homemade chicken lemon rice, unique chicken qalaba, shawarma, gyro, burgers, and much more. They also now have a reward system where every 100 points you get $7 off your next meal. So be sure to visit their website at uniqueconeyisland.com or call them at 1586-554-7931. All right, we're officially back. So first of all, what's up, guys? How are you guys doing? Anybody wants to just say something or get anything off their chest before we start the debate topics that we're going to discuss? Anybody have any comments that they want to say? Tony, I'm looking at you.
Tony does. He does.
Because I know there's some few things that you want to say.
I'm getting my speech ready.
Okay, so we're ready for it.
Going over the cliff notes.
So let us know, Tony, whenever you're ready. If you want to jump into that speech moments. If not, we can start with the debate times and all that other good stuff. So go ahead, Tony.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alaikum salam.
Well, first and foremost, I'd like to thank all the haters. They made fun of me. They said things that
Anyone in specific?
weren't very respectful.
Was there somebody's...
Sufi, patronized me in ways that it's very hard to explain to people because they all think that the beer is representative of who he is. But I saw 2,000 Sufi for the last 2 years. The Sufi that cheated me.
Southwest Sufi.
Yes, no question about it. Elbows, and it was just he's a hater, man. He's good at that.
But he's one of your biggest fans.
No.
Yes,
no,
he
he's
is.
not.
Deep
no, he's
down
not.
inside,
Listen,
he might hide it when you're not around, but he's one of your biggest fans.
If you ever see him cheer for me,
I have.
It's reverse.
just look at the gulp after because it's an awkward moment. His body is functionally not used to doing that.
That's
true.
true.
Yeah, absolutely. But deep down inside, he's a Fahmy fan. He's a Tony supporter.
Not at all.
Yeah, I don't think
You guys don't know him like I know
Yeah,
him.
I agree. I
No,
don't
it's been since 1999.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So first of all, there's been some major stuff that's happening in the NFL. And I'm gonna start off with the one that is the pressing topic, and that is Tua Tagovailoa. And I want to ask you guys this question. And again, obviously we're 6 deep, so let's try to be considerate of everyone's responses. And I'm gonna start off with you, Bosh, and we'll go all the way around. Should Tua retire? Yes or no? And maybe explain why too.
No, I feel like he could have avoided all those concussions by just properly sliding. I don't know if anybody watched HBO Hard Knocks, but they had a slip and slide.
Okay.
The Bears, and they're showing him how to slide.
Yeah.
And Caleb Williams, I think the first rush he had, he slid perfect. You
Yeah.
know, so stop going head first, man. Learn how to slide. That's all.
Nebill, what's your thoughts?
I mean, it depends on if the doctors can clear him. If they clear him, he's going to play. The NFL's entertainment. If you can get cleared and you're talented enough, you're going to play. He's not going to retire just to retire because of the concussions. He'll only retire physically. He can't take another hit.
A.B. Abraham, do you think Tua Tagovailoa should retire?
I think he should definitely take some time off and see the effects. He's had 4 concussions, and really bad concussions. Not like he just got hit and nobody noticed. I mean, he went flat 3 times. So 4 concussions. He's got to think about his future. NFL is just a job, unfortunately, to some people. I mean, to us, it's life. When we do fantasy, we do other stuff. But, yeah, I think he's got to reevaluate himself, and I think that the decision is to step away from football.
I'm going to be honest with you guys. I think he should for sure retire. I know this is crazy to say it, but, Antonio Pierce said the great, yesterday, Vegas Raiders head coach, he kind of pretty much got straight to the point and just said that, you are a father first, and he has daughters, and Manti Te'o. For those that remember Manti Te'o, he was a former NFL player. And now he was on Good Morning America the next day on Friday. They put him on the show because he grew up with Tua. He talked to him like a little brother. Both Hawaiian, obviously, from the same village, and he brought up some great points, man. He was like, football is just a game. It's just like 10 to 12 years part of your life, whereas, the rest of your life is what's important. We don't know the after effects of these concussions. And this is coming from a guy who has Tyreek Hill in the fantasy roster. This is, so I have some, obviously, importance to having Tua on the field. But with that said, honestly, guys, to me, once you reach that point where every time you're getting hit in the neck or head area and people get concussed, they walk off the field. For some reason with Tua, it's more than that. You know what I'm saying? It looks like his whole body just shuts down, and they talk about how his fists be clenching and fingers be pointing and stuff. Guys, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. He should step away because it's for his own sake, for his own health. It was very easy for us to fall in that situation where we want to be competitive, we want to play. You know how it is to be competitors. But ultimately, at the end of the day, man, like Manti Te'o said, he has daughters. He's going to want to walk them when it's time for them to get married, down the aisle. So ultimately, at the end of the day, I think it's family first, man. And I think it's time for him to step away from the game. And he just got paid too, so it's a good situation for him. So Miami guaranteed him his money too. So there you go. Shout out to Jose. Jose, come take a seat, man. What are you waiting for? All right, go ahead, Tony. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, there's no question. Especially, I mean, you do it for the love of the game, and you do it to support your family. And if they're guaranteeing a contract, the love of the game goes away because now it's just gonna bring pain into your life. So there's no question he should definitely retire.
After that play, I was looking at it like that could have been his last play of the NFL career right there. That's the kind of moment I was feeling like when I was...
Like Bosh said, man, it could have been avoided. I mean, they teach him how to slide. He already picked up the first down. And, he should have done it. Looking back, I mean, last year he didn't miss any time because he was being smart about it. And this year he's just, it was a bad play, bad decision on his part.
Was it?
But it's not... Sometimes, man, listen, in the way the game's played... Sometimes it's just second nature to try to get that extra yard, and that's what he was trying to do. You're not always smart.
Was it ironic that it was DeMar Hamlin that knocked him out?
Yeah, when you said that, I was thinking the same thing when I saw that he got hit by DeMar Hamlin, and then all the memes came out. They're like, this 30 for 30 is going to be epic. You know what I'm saying? With DeMar Hamlin being the reason. But all jokes aside, I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. Like, especially for the Dolphins fans, probably, their season just shut down right there.
T-Mac, we feel for you, brother.
Yeah, exactly. We got Muhammad Al-Asri. Tua should definitely retire. Doctors on Twitter said that Tua's concussions are on the worst end, which is why his hands are clenched because the brain is thinking it's dying. Also, I believe Pierce's comments were indirectly telling him it gets worse. You don't know what the older retired players are going through. Get out while you can. I agree. That's exactly pretty much. He was giving him like a warning. What are you about to say?
Whenever you read an Asri quote, you got to understand he is the most respected opinion
in all of sports.
Yeah. So,
So
whether
not
you
Asri.
agree or disagree is irrelevant.
Yeah.
Agreed.
There you go.
I disagree.
And we got Jose in the building. I didn't read your message, Jose, so that's why we were panicking to get the 6th microphone ready to go. Jose, what are your thoughts on Tua Tagovailoa? Do you think he should retire? And make sure you grab the mic because you're gonna have to. Yeah,
Cool.
you're gonna have to do
Are we
that.
good?
Yeah. Yeah. All right, go ahead. Wait, what did you do?
I just
Okay.
we just paused for a second. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Tua's,
I
he's
think
26 years old, and I ain't gonna lie, the walk the daughter down the aisle line kind of got me. So I think he should retire.
No, Manti Teo.
I know.
He got
I understand, but it's deeper than that. Me personally, you're 26. You're still young. I think you could take some time off. You know what I'm saying? If you can learn how to slide, you'll make it. But
Concussions are the real deal, guys.
Guys, concussions.
Stay out.
Yeah.
I mean, you had a whole movie come out on it. CTE is real, man. Like that.
Yeah.
If it don't affect you
Yeah.
now in 10 years.
have you ever had a
15,
concussion? Be honest.
I'll be honest with you.
I had one before.
time. Yeah.
I had a couple before, honestly.
Two.
God.
I jumped up. Somebody, kind of
Undercut
slow.
you?
Yeah.
JJ.
It was back to back.
Definitely, JJ.
It was JJ.
Like when I landed, it was back to back, and I fell straight on my head.
That's a
That was
JJ
crazy.
move.
It was a long time ago, but alhamdulillah, like
No, I mean you lose. I've
I don't remember the score, but I probably won.
I had I've had 2 concussions in 2 years back to back, and
That explains a lot.
it really does. You lose. you don't. You lose that time. Like when I came to, because like you get knocked
It's
out.
black, like a flash.
It's
a flash. You can hear everything.
You're still no. I was active. I was up.
Oh.
I was talking to people, but like again, the story told back to me. And when you come to, and your brain finally comes back to, hold on, where the hell am I? Why am I here?
Oh yeah, mine wasn't.
Bosh.
Yeah.
What's you're trying to catch up because you lost. Like one time, I think I lost 15 to 20 minutes. I don't know what happened. Someone had to tell me back what happened. Another time, I hit my head really hard on the cement. And by the time I came to, it was the EMS guy talking to me.
What was his name?
I don't remember.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah, mine's
serious.
never like that.
Yeah.
No, but
I just got slammed in the back of the head.
But this is what I'm trying to explain to you. That's what I mean by
knocked you out,
concussions.
Abraham?
Who knocked me? Myself. I hit the
Yeah,
ground.
he
I hit the
definitely got
ground. No, I hit
That's
the,
crazy.
I hit the ground pretty hard.
You're your own biggest
I mean, don't
enemy.
get me wrong. Both of them were in fights. One guy I went to flip and slam down.
Okay, so let
in
me
a
get this
wrestling
right.
thing, and my head
So
hit, and I got hit with a
think
chair.
you knocked yourself out when you were in a fight, so you really don't remember.
No. Listen
got
to me.
knocked out.
Listen to
Right.
me.
That's what happened.
There's mild concussions, big concussions. I guarantee you, Tua laid out right there and then had no idea what was going on.
Yeah, his
and
arm stretched.
and somebody had to tell him what went on. This is what I'm telling you.
Man.
There's different levels and grades to
agree.
concussions.
I agree they are.
And those
Egos
ones,
are amazing.
Yeah, those ones that really, like, you know what I mean? They really hit you. It's gonna have a long-term effect.
AB,
I remember
talk to me.
you were in a fight.
I'm not here to talk my story. I'm here just
You
to
were
talk
in a
about.
fight.
30 for
You
30.
suffered a concussion, and you think you knocked yourself out.
Could you tell this guy a little bit about me?
We're on good terms.
I didn't say that.
We're on good
Could
terms.
you
I
tell
never
me
said.
just a
Okay,
little
I
bit
never
about
said. I never said.
Maybe can fight. Maybe
I
can fight.
never said that.
All right, let's
But
move
everybody
on.
has a bad day. He had 2 of them.
Yeah.
All right. So
2
our,
years.
our next thing.
God. Oh,
Baby,
we'll talk off the camera.
Out of a 10, 10 being the highest, what is your panic meter for these teams? I'm going to name you off some teams. Y'all just give us a number, and then maybe.
Remember, it's week 1, fellas.
Okay, it is week 1, but we're going to do the panic meter thing. All right, so I'm going to name you a team, give me their number, and then, if you want to quickly explain why. All right, so start off with you, Nebill Abdullah, the Packers, out of a 10, 10 being the highest.
10.
Why?
Malik Willis sucks.
Okay.
But what
Fair.
if Jordan Love
He's the
comes
LOL
back?
League of quarterbacks.
It's fun as
He
fuck.
can't throw. He has a 0 to 3 touchdown interception rate.
But what if Jordan Love plays?
Not
Well,
this
it's
week, but
different.
like in 2-3 weeks.
But they're saying,
He better come back in 2-3 weeks.
that's what they're saying. They're saying
If,
there's
if
no
he takes
timetable.
more than 4 to 6 weeks, we're
Targeting
done.
week 5.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm
Yeah,
targeting?
that's exactly their targeting.
Yeah, targeting
3,
week 5.
4, okay.
Okay, week
Okay.
5. Does it change your meter?
If they're 0-5, no, they're not gonna make the playoffs.
Okay. Respect. AB Abraham, Packers, 1 out of 10.
The same team?
Yeah, I mean, we're going to just
I didn't realize.
How many people are you panicking?
I mean, my panic's at like 6 or 7. I don't think they're really at a 10. I think they have enough weapons and strength, and I think LaFleur is a good enough coach. I mean, Willis, yeah, he sucks. He hasn't really had an opportunity, but, these days in today's NFL, quarterbacks that can use their legs can be successful. So I'm not at a huge panic. I mean, they went from being a favorite to going after Detroit for the NFC North, but now I can still see him fighting for that, last wild card.
I'm gonna chase Malik Willis every week.
Yeah. Listen, I think that you mean like the defense. That's what you're saying. Yeah. I think it's also probably like at a 5. Nothing crazy. 5 out of a 10. I think that they should be worried, but we'll see what happens. Bosh, what you got for Packers?
I'm with AB 6, 7. I feel like they have the tools. LaFleur knows what he's doing. He's Mr. December. People forget the guy knows what he's doing. So
I agree. As long as they can get 1, maybe 2 wins, they'd be like 2 and 3.
They'll be okay.
They'll be all right. But they need to sneak a W. Tony, what you got?
I probably got him at like a 6 or 7, only because I think if it's a week 5 return, is the NFL the wild card? Plays a role, and I think they'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean they did start off like last year, like 3 and 6.
Yeah, I just probably need 1 or 2 wins.
And then they went and then finished like 7 and 2 to make.
I mean that depends again without knowing what their next 4 weeks in schedule looks like. I mean they might have Carolina on there. So
Jose, out of a 10, what you got?
5. It's still week 1. They still got time to fix whatever they need to get fixed. So
all right, next up, Jose Browns.
Browns. Oh man, I'll put them at a solid 8. Or you know what? Let's push it. We'll go all in at a 10. You messed up. You fell back another 5-8 years. You got to go back to the rebuild process. Watson ain't it. You guaranteed him all this money. It's going to be a long road.
How ironic that they let go of Baker Mayfield
and he's
playing better than
he's
much better than Watson.
That's crazy. Tony, Cleveland Browns.
Give Deshaun Watson his massages back, and he'll be. My panic meter is probably a 4.
After the massage, it's a 4 now?
Yeah, if there's no massages involved, then I'll probably put it at 8 or 9.
Pause.
I mean, guys, they have a good defense. It's just that division is very tough.
So Cleveland has good D?
I never said
Wow. Thank you. We got a pause button, guys.
All right, so Browns, I definitely think it's a 9 or a 10. They're screwed. Jameis Winston, I can see him coming in this game if Deshaun Watson starts off this half very bad.
Eat a W.
Because Cleveland Browns, let's be honest with you, their coaching staff, they're on the hot seat too. Everybody's on the hot seat in Cleveland
Why?
right now. Everybody.
Didn't their coach he was nominated for coach? Did he win coach of the year?
I mean, there's people that got fired after being coach of the year.
Yeah, Dwayne
Yeah.
Casey is the only one.
So at the end of the day, Cleveland Browns, you need to be worried. That whole
Yes,
organization.
absolutely.
AB Abraham, where are you at with Cleveland?
Same thing. I think they're screwed. They're at a 9 or 10. They have so much talent on that team defensively. They have, we'll see what happens when Chubb comes back. I've seen teams just literally run the ball, but Watson is done. He's got too much going on. He can't focus in. He's not the same Watson.
I just want to say this, by the way. It's not a coincidence that another lawsuit came out. I'm telling you, Cleveland probably was like, you know what? Let it loose.
Well,
let it go.
Yeah, give him a
They
reason.
could take away. They could take
Give him
away his
reason.
contract because of the allegation.
That's why they probably held on to it,
yeah,
right?
that's
You know what I mean? They held on to it.
part of his
By that
contract.
Monday.
Yeah, part of his contract
The
is
news
one more
came out
allegation.
on Monday.
It's a business.
One more allegation. They can get a
One more
get out of the
interception.
I know.
Yeah, you got to remember, NFL's a business.
NFL don't play around.
Hey,
I'm telling you.
they probably
It
told
came
him
out
for
on
every
Monday.
interception, we're dropping an allegation
They
on you.
guaranteed all his money.
No, they could reverse it because of the allegation.
So there's always clauses in the contract.
That's a clause for him.
Wow.
I don't know
Guaranteed.
that part, but I'm just telling you, even in getting rid of him, period, is just that's what they're trying to do, man. It's no coincidence, guys. Why did this not come out in the summertime? It came out on a Monday after he played terrible on a Sunday. Trust me, man, they're dirty. Cleveland Browns, what you got?
I feel like there's a lot worse teams than them right now. I'll give them an 8.
All right,
Just because of their defense.
shout out to them. All right,
Defenses.
Cincinnati Bengals. They always start off slow, but this year's a little weird, man. You got Jamar Chase saying that he's no longer talking contracts with them. You got T. Higgins. People are questioning him in Cincinnati if he's actually hurt because he's playing on a franchise tag. You got this drama. Joe Burrow. Listen, guys, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I was watching videos of Joe Burrow. That boy was over there in his hand on the sideline, messing with his wrist that was broken last
still
year.
trying.
You know, flexing his hands and stuff. So, Cincinnati Bengals, where you at in panic meter?
6, 7. I feel like their defense is going to be pretty good this year. Everyone's sleeping on them. I mean, they got Zach Moss. He can run the ball. They got Chase Brown back there. I mean, they got weapons, man. They got a team. They'll be okay.
Nebill?
I don't know. They didn't look good against New England. that looked very stagnant for a team with weapons.
And New England only got Ramondre Stevenson.
I mean, they looked stagnant against New England. They didn't do nothing in that game.
Yeah.
I'm gonna piggyback off what you said. It's week 1, man. Cincinnati, I want to say it too. Cincinnati, we've seen them come out flat in week 1 and just take off. I don't think there's any panic in Cincinnati. I think Jamar Chase not talking contract anymore, which is going to show them he's going to produce this year. And when it comes to their offer, he's going to shop the hell out of their offer to go somewhere else. You can't take away Burrow and Chase's connection. T. Higgins, if he wants to, whatever he wants to do, he'll jump back on board. That team is talented. Burrow, whatever's going on with them, they'll fix it. This is the NFL, the best medical staff in the country. So my thing is, I'm not worried about Cincinnati at all. I'm saying a 3.
Yeah, I'm gonna give them a 4, because I agree that they've been through this before. So if there's one team that can handle the situation, it's Cincinnati Bengals. I just do want to say that the reason why Cincinnati don't want to pay Jamar Chase is because they chose not to pay T. Higgins, and it's gonna be a very bad look for them if they overload Jamar Chase and he still has 2 years left on his deal, and they pretty much tell T. Higgins like, oh, by the way, we don't care about you. I think that's why they're stuck in they're in that hard place right now because of the fact that. They don't want to pay one guy and hoe out the other guy and just, kind of leave him for dry. But, Tony?
Fun fact.
Oh, here we go.
Hell yeah.
Here we go.
Can we get an air horn for
Sponsored
this
by
fact?
T-Mac.
There we go.
Cincinnati is 1-5 in the last 6 home openers. The 1 year they won, they didn't make the playoffs. My panic meter is a 2.
There you go. Jose, any panic meter? Where you
Shout out T-Mac.
Facts right, by the way.
There you go.
This guy's a walking Google.
Ever since T-Mac came on the show, he's been
Facts.
Oh, there's more.
There's still more to come. I would put him at like a 4 or 5. We haven't seen them good in a long time, so I just want to see what they're about. That's all it is. But it's still week 1. We can't panic for everybody.
AB Abraham, New York Jets. Where's their panic meter at? Remember, they're all in the hot seat. Every single player on that team is on a hot seat, and the coach is on a hot seat.
So, Aaron Rodgers has been through this before. He sat out the second half, was it 2 years ago, 3 years ago? It was one of his last seasons in Green Bay.
Relax.
That first game, 80 yards passing, 3 interceptions, and came out and had almost an MVP season. I got no panic in New York. Coach Robert Saleh, we got you.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I love Robert Saleh, but this is a prove year for him, man. This is the year where he has to do it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
They got to make the playoffs.
For sure. And to be honest with you, I feel like they're gonna be a team. I told my cousin this. I was like, they're gonna start off a little slow because this is their first year together. But I think they're gonna be hot and they're gonna be a team that nobody wants to play when it comes to playoff time because they're built to be that team. You know what I'm saying? Tony, talk to me.
Yeah, shout out to Uncle Sal. He's a big Jets fan. Mookie's uncle or brother-in-law. Bro, listen, they were playing, or father-in-law, sorry. Here's the thing.
Old enough to be
uncle,
old,
father-in-law.
Yeah. Old enough to be brother-in-law.
Listen, here's the thing about it. Aaron Rodgers, he's a cocky SOB, man. Mm-hmm. That first drive, he was out there, after completing 4 or 5 to Garrett Wilson. I think Garrett Wilson's going to have a huge year. I think Breece Hall, their offense is going to be fine. And we already know that their defense, we already know what they got with their defense. So I think it's because they were playing San Francisco. I don't see them losing to Miami, especially now without Tua. I could see them beating the Jets or the Patriots twice.
Oh, okay.
And I could see them splitting with the Bills, man. I mean, and it's one of those, if you're good in your division, you're going to be good, elsewhere. So it's Aaron freaking Rodgers, man. I hate him.
It's fun watching him play again. No, it's fun.
Yeah, but it's like it's one pass and he starts his swagger. Like he just has that cockiness.
I mean, look how quick he drew the offside. Alan Lazard's in the end zone.
Listen, man, you guys gotta love.
I don't see anybody else doing that in the NFL.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know how you guys can hate somebody.
Yeah,
listen, he's very smug.
A legend.
Well, he is.
He is.
No, but he is very smug. He definitely is. But he's a
comes with
great
the territory,
He's a
though.
great quarterback.
Bro, we don't
Quarterback got to be cocky.
We don't have to see him in there ever again, Tony.
I know.
So we can enjoy watching him as a quarterback. What you got for the Jets?
I'll put them at a 4. So hopefully they can get it together because, I call Aaron Rodgers the Tony of the NFL. So I've seen him be great before, so I know.
We called him Russell Wilson, didn't we, last week?
No, he's up there.
Every week is a different
quarterback.
Well, he called him Russell.
Well, Russell Wilson's not even playing no more.
Big head, right?
No.
Yeah. No, it's just Russell Wilson because of the corny lines.
I thought it was the big head.
Every time he tries to hype me up, he pisses me off. It's the opposite. So.
Wow.
Let's ride.
Yeah.
Bosch, panic meter on the Jets.
I'll look at 2, man. They'll be all right. The division is so weak.
Yeah, we're gonna see how that works out. Nabil Abdullah.
No panic. They're gonna win their division.
I got them winning the division too, but Buffalo's looking good, man. They're playing balanced football, man. Shout out to them. And then I saved this last one specifically for Tony because it's the Atlanta Falcons.
Ooh.
Where are you at? Where are you at with the panic meter? Listen to the
0.
question. 0.
Our panic meter's at 0.
That's a little
Listen,
debatable.
I mean, who did the Saints play?
Carolina.
They didn't exactly.
What is-
Play Carolina.
What's the
Just
Saints?
because they look good doesn't mean anything.
Okay.
I personally don't like the Bucks, all
I
that
do.
much. Well, I'm
They-
glad
they-
I didn't ask you.
Wow.
I got Falcons winning the division, but the Bucks, I'm not gonna lie to you,
I do
were
think
impressive.
the Bucks. I mean, the Bucks look good, but again, who they play?
They played Washington, so I guess that doesn't matter.
It's the Falcons, bro. Their offense is top 3 in the NFC.
And
There it
We've
goes.
saying
There it
it all-
goes
hey,
again.
we've been saying it
Based
all
off
year.
of what?
Man, I swear.
Kirk Cousins?
Kirk Cousins is not that guy, bro.
So it's gonna be Penix?
It's crazy.
It's gonna be Michael Penix?
I felt like
They
if he
played
has
Pittsburgh.
one more bad week, maybe he's not fully healthy. If he has one more bad week, man,
They-
I'm gonna see what I got.
He
in
played a
Michael
great
Penix.
defense, so.
No, you're not, because they played Pittsburgh, guys. Pittsburgh is probably the top 3 best defense in the NFL.
TJ Watt,
First
again.
game of the year, it was, and yeah, it looked like Pittsburgh was just flying that game. So give him 4 weeks. First of all, you can't just give him 2 weeks.
I really wouldn't give him, but again, panic meter. I still think they win their division.
I hope so.
They better not have a bad week this week.
Yeah. Well, they might because they're playing in Philly Monday night. I mean, it's not an easy
That's
place to
the
play.
problem.
It's not an easy place to
They
play.
got to show though. Even if they lose, they got to show up.
Okay. Because, yeah, Kirk Cousins did play really bad. Atlanta Falcons panic meter, Jose.
I'll put them at a 7. Kirk Cousins looked terrible, but the only good thing is they drafted a quarterback. Now that looked like a great move after the game that we just saw. So
Yeah.
we might see him on the field sooner than later.
That's why I was high on Falcons players because, sometimes you're worried about if the quarterback gets hurt, the team is screwed. They actually got a great backup. So that's why I was like, you know what? Even if Kirk Cousins something happens, we still got Michael Penix Jr.
I agree.
And he can sling it.
Bosch, what you got for us? Panic meter for Falcons.
Man, they did pretty well last year for not really having much, and they obviously boosted their roster. I'm at like a 5.
Nabil?
Not really. I mean, they didn't have a preseason. Bijan looks super fast.
Yeah.
If they can get anything out of Kyle Pitts, we'll see.
I hope.
I mean, they should be fine. Kirk Cousins is a pro.
A.B. Abraham, panic meter on the Falcons.
It's there. It's definitely there. I think I'd say 8, and this is why I'm going to say it. Yeah, you can give me that look all you want, Tony. Give me all that look all you want.
Does the Tony curse have anything to do with it?
No, not really. Not really. I haven't been around you long enough to know about the Tony curse. I haven't affected the Tony curse. Like, I haven't been affected by it at all. I mean, I've been around you.
How do you know I wasn't around with the 2 concussions?
I mean... So anyhow,
Might have been him.
anyhow, I really feel like we're jumping on a team again, week 1 preseason, on the capabilities of what one quarterback can come in and do. If you take Kirk Cousins and what he's done in Minnesota and Washington, take him out of the Atlanta offense, forget Penix, and you had Baker, you had someone. Are you still talking that highly? So is everything based off of what Kirk can do or the new offensive coordinator? Because as good as Pittsburgh Steelers defense was, they didn't show it. He didn't show it. But I was trying to look up before you called me out. I was trying to see how many quarterbacks threw over 200 yards.
Or 300 yards.
There was 2.
Over 300
I mean,
yards, 2.
I thought it was only one.
It was the lowest in a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, the passing touchdowns and everything.
I mean, quarterbacks were completing 18 and 19 and 20 passes for 160 yards.
No, for sure.
yeah.
It was crazy.
It was a weird week.
Nobody was going deep. But
was.
yeah, my panic
Pause.
meter.
You still got to be on top of those things, man.
My panic meter is up there for Atlanta. I think Tampa Bay wins the division. I don't think Atlanta does.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping still Atlanta wins it, but we'll see what happens. I'm got Atlanta panic meter at a 4. I'm at a 4 with Atlanta. Got a couple comments here. First of all, Mo Asli said the circle, so we were talking about the circle now. Be careful. You got to watch out what you
Thank
say.
God I left that chat.
All right, next is Nader Al-Abid is greater than Jamar Chase. Sign Nader.
Yeah, they should.
Say to T-Mac said, "Hot, love you boys." I think we were talking about the part where T-Mac came and Tony now has these facts check stuff. Debuan, first of all, shout out to the fantasy guys and my main man Jose. What should I do about AJ Brown? Who should I pick up from either side just in case he doesn't play?
AJ Brown.
I'm sorry, it's not Debuan. It's Dino. Shout out to Dino.
AJ.
Oh, man.
Shout out to
AJ.
Dino.
Real quick, we got to This guy Dino made us all we all picked one person off our team and gave him like a stat, right? So I went with Nico Collins over 50 yards, and we got a 12-man league. So right now we got a 12-leg parlay.
Okay.
If
everybody hits, that's
crazy.
Pay out.
That's our new thing that we do every week. By the way, it's a league bonding thing. You know what I'm saying?
It is official. AJ Brown has been downgraded to out for tomorrow night. You guys don't have to wait to replace him into your.
Look at.
That's good that they released it early.
Yeah, look at Philadelphia looking out for the fantasy people out
so
there.
yeah, they wouldn't have had.
Hey,
it's $1 billion business.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro.
FanDuel.
You know,
Sirianni, man.
unlike what San Francisco did to
He
us.
cares about that stuff.
Yeah, listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. That's a real move right there. And I'm playing against AJ Brown. I was hoping they waited till Monday, like around 7:30, to make that announcement. But now the guy can put in some.
Yeah, so we could. Dino, I'm looking at our. You might want to pick up Jonathan Dotson.
Go ahead.
You can pick up.
Can you read off the top 5 receivers that are in the free agent pool?
Well, you got Dotson, you got Pierce, who I love. I'm a big fan of him. You got Mooney, who's Atlanta Falcons over here, and then you got Tyler Johnson from the Los Angeles Rams.
Ooh, I think it's between Tyler Johnson and Alec Pierce. Guys, why are you guys saying Dotson, please? Please, guys,
Dotson.
Please.
Say it.
Pierce is gonna be
Jahan Dotson, guys. Can I tell you guys something? He played last week. What did he do?
nothing.
Did he play?
The Washington Commanders traded him to a division
rival. Yeah.
They probably laughed when they sent him to there because at the end of the day, guys, listen, we got to sometimes read into situations. Sometimes, the teams don't get along and the player and maybe he wants to move on. And sometimes the dude is just not showing anything. And at the end of the day, bro, Jahan Dotson played last week and had 0 catches. Like, to me, I'm not starting Jahan Dotson.
How many snaps did he have last week?
I don't know.
Was he in there a good amount of time, though?
There was a couple times where the ball was even thrown to him and they didn't come up with a catch. Like, to me, I'm not starting Jahan Dotson. I'm sorry. Like, you got to give it, Alec Pierce balled out, Tyler Johnson balled out. I would start one of those two, personally.
Man, I like Alec Pierce just because of the quarterback. Anthony Richardson's going to be a beast.
But Josh Downs might be back, so that'll eat into
Greatest quarterback out of Miami.
So, guys, Alec Pierce and Tyler Johnson. We're going to answer the guy's
Anthony
question.
Richardson?
Miami.
Or Jahan Dotson.
Florida, I'm sorry.
I
don't ever.
Yeah,
See the jersey.
Don't ever.
Pierce, what is he really looking out of?
I'll stop this whole show, Jose, if you do that again.
If he's getting
AB.
8
Pierce
points,
better than that.
Yeah, I probably would
way
go.
better.
Evan Ingram ruled out?
No, he's
Yeah,
not.
he is.
Yeah,
he is.
Wow.
That was our next player we're going to talk about.
Get out of here.
Yeah, you guys got to keep up with the Joneses.
I got Ingram and everything except T-Mac,
So-
congratulations. Ingram ruled out.
Can I officially drop Hollywood Brown? He's cooked, right?
Yeah, he's cooked.
Oh, he's out for the year, yeah.
Question. Christian Kirk
How about you read off
Jahan
some of the
Dotson?
comments instead of trying to pick up Evan Ingram's backup?
I
These
got
guys.
to, bro, man.
Hey,
Damn.
you know who? Sleeper? Shoemaker.
Okay, guys, I need you. We're going to do
I
just...
like him.
I like me some. I'm booming me some Shoemaker.
We're going to do a personal AB fantasy help question right now, guys.
too.
AJ Brown is out.
All right.
Are we going Christian Kirk? Are we going Jahan Dotson or whatever the hell his name is because I picked him up? Or we got like Jerome Ford because I moved him into my flex.
Jerome Ford.
We went into my
Hey,
flex.
is this the league I'm playing you in?
Huh?
Bro, we answered you Baker Mayfield last
No, I
week.
didn't.
Hey,
I didn't ask Baker
Hold
Mayfield.
on. What's your name?
Remember?
Man, it was Watson or Herbert.
Are you the Z-Man?
No.
Then I'm not playing you.
I'm playing you in other league.
Go ahead, guys. Come on.
Okay, I'm not asking questions for other leagues.
Fair.
Hey, you know
All
how?
right, who am I putting in there? Jerome Ford?
Of course.
I like Jerome Ford this
Yeah.
week.
I got to pick up a
It's the only Ford I trust.
Guys, who do you guys would drop? Tank Bisbee or Trey Benson?
How about both of them?
Trey Benson.
James Conner is the workhorse. Anything inside of 10, I was telling Nebill earlier, anything inside of 10 yards, he was
Tank had a big role week 1.
100% of the workload.
Tank?
James Conner.
Oh,
James
James.
Conner.
Yeah, that's
Yo,
crazy.
man.
Bigsby's on
Hey,
his way to
I
a
was
full
one-
50-50 split
Bro.
after Tinian fumbled on the one.
I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I was one of the biggest James Conner fans when he was in Pittsburgh. I don't know why.
That's crazy.
When he went to Arizona, I was just not a fan, and he produces year after year after year.
Can we get Dino's question answered? Alec Pierce, Jahan Dotson, or Tyler Johnson?
Alec Pierce.
Dino, you don't even have AJ Brown. You're just doing this to rub it in Nori's face. That
right.
guy is a troller.
I might, it's either Pierce or Johnson for me. Flip a coin on that one.
I'll go with Pierce. Go with Pierce, Dino.
Abdulla Rafa'i.
Ahla wa sahla.
Assalamu alaikum. It's been a while. Tony's biggest fan, aka Tony's biggest hater, aka Tony's biggest friend. And I still see Fahmi on the show shaking my head. Missed the show. Tony, any quick comment for Abdul Rafa'i?
I'm done doing autographs for him.
Shout out to Abdulla Fire.
Yeah, shout out.
All right, I'm glad you guys said something about
loving
Evan
this
Ingram
thing
being
right
out, by the way. Flex, Xavier Worthy or Chris Godwin? This is a great question. I
Godwin.
like both of them, though. But, yeah, to me, Godwin for sure.
Godwin.
Yeah,
More target.
I mean, if it's a PPR, go Godwin.
Godwin's a really good
Yeah.
flex player.
Yeah, I'd probably say for Godwin.
Yeah. AB, Godwin, Worthy.
Hey, if it's a standard, go with Worthy.
He killed us last year in the playoffs.
You said Godwin or Worthy?
Yeah.
Today?
Yeah.
Today I'm going Worthy.
What? Yeah, they're going against the Bengals. It's going to be a shootout.
And then Godwin's going against the Lions, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And we already know Baker says if Mike Evans is open, if he ever sees one-on-one, he's just throwing the ball up.
And you
Hey, that
should.
don't mean squat, bro.
Yeah, but
Bro,
and you
Chris
should.
Godwin's
from Mike
going to have a
Evans.
great game.
Yo, listen,
But
guys.
I see the Lions taking Godwin out of the game. Didn't Godwin have the Godwin had a
I mean,
pretty
See,
decent-
like they
here's,
took out-
hey, Carlson
like they took
Davis.
Cooper Kupp out of the
He was with Tampa Bay. Okay, so they probably practiced against each other. They were going head to head against in practice. Probably knows some of the schemes that are going on. I don't want to. Listen. A lot of people are saying that Baker's going to have a great day, and the receivers. I thought the Lions actually didn't play that bad. It's Cooper Kupp, guys. If
Cooper Kupp wasn't throwing himself the ball. Man, Stafford cooked them.
oh, big time.
Yeah, they gave up 300 yards.
Yeah, big time.
That's not good defensively.
I'm worried now.
Ring him up in 2 leagues.
Man, I'm telling you, man. I actually like the way the Lions defense played.
No, the Lions defense won us the
on
game.
Sunday, man, because they were outside of a couple of plays. They
locked
tackled.
No, it's
That's
all
the one
good.
thing I looked at. They tackled really well. As soon as the receiver caught the ball, they went down.
They got killed in the slot.
And their run game, their
Yeah.
run defense is legit, man.
Listen, I got Chris Godwin all day over Xavier Worthy. Worthy came out, he had a couple boom plays, or else he
Yeah.
really didn't pop off. Than that. All right, so we got JSN, Deontay Johnson, Lad for flex. So you got Jackson Smith and Jigba, Deontay Johnson, or Lad. McConkey.
McConkey.
All right, so what y'all got for me?
They're playing. They're playing the Panthers, man. Carolina start everybody. I go
Wait a-
McConkey.
Okay.
Lad.
Yeah.
I just like to see that you guys are saying my man's name now. You know, before like 2 weeks ago, you probably didn't know who
I had
Lad.
no
Wait,
idea.
everybody knew who Lad McConkey was.
That's
Oh,
not true.
Evan
last
Ingram
name.
suffered a hamstring injury during pregame warmups.
Who?
Okay,
Evan
man,
Ingram.
that's-
we got Lad, JSN, or Deontay Johnson.
I like Deontay just for volume.
Okay, so Deontay,
Lad.
Lad, AB, you're booming Lad McConkey. So-
Obviously, again, who they're playing, Carolina?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom everybody.
All right, Tony,
Yeah.
Lad.
Just to be odd, I'm going with Jackson Smith
Okay,
and Jigba.
way to throw the guy off. You know, now he's at
I
home.
love doing that
now
because
he's at home
now
struggling.
he's going to be like, you know what? Jose was right.
Yeah.
There you go.
You know,
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna go Lad. I don't know. He was out well. I appreciate that, but also Ray Ray was looking good last week. But now I don't want to pick him up. Anyone? I don't know. He was officially out. Ray McLeod. I mean, I wouldn't start Ray McLeod. I could say that right now. DeMarcus Robinson or Dotson.
Oh, my God.
I'm going DeMarcus Robinson over Dotson. I'm not starting Dotson at all. I'm sorry, not
Yeah,
yet.
DeMarcus.
DeMarcus.
Yeah, I'm going DeMarcus.
He got
Robinson.
upside.
He might.
Yeah.
Yeah, he might. He's the number 2 probably. Him and Tyler Johnson going to fight for that. So, are we all going DeMarcus all around?
Man,
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, man. I'd probably go with Donis Mitchell or Donnie Mitchell.
Yeah. 'Cause
Yeah,
he-
man.
He missed them a couple
Bro,
times.
he did. He
Yeah.
was wide open on some big
Touchdowns.
plays, man. And that guy, man, mashallah, bro.
Anthony
This
Richardson?
dude slipped
Yeah.
and then launched it 70 yards in
Bro,
the air. I've
that's
never
crazy.
That's,
seen that.
that's like that's
was
a
on
real
the-
athletic
Bro,
quarterback.
I've never seen that even for arm strength.
And the
Yeah.
craziest
He
part is,
slipped.
Flung it.
Y'all see the
Bro,
how
he
the
didn't
ball looks
even-
in his hand.
Yeah.
Well, I was paying attention to the ball. That ball looks like a freaking baseball to us.
Yeah.
Man. Mashallah.
Dog.
That
That's
ball
a real
looks like
I
a
athlete.
could
baseball.
not believe that throw. You know, they count it as a 60-yard. But then when I seen him slip and where he slipped and where the ball, like
Yeah.
air yards.
Yeah.
This is 70 yards,
Yeah.
air yards,
Yeah.
man. That's
Yeah.
that's
No, mashallah.
ridiculous,
He's-
man.
You see what Joe Flacco
He's special.
said? Joe Flacco's the backup.
Yeah.
And Joe Flacco's got a big arm.
Yeah.
He's like, he came to the bench after. He's like, that was the most impressive thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, man.
and we're talking about a guy that's been in the NFL
Well,
for
He's
won a
played
Super Bowl.
14 games or 15 games since high school, man. That's crazy.
And he said
That is
the
crazy.
NFL is easier than college.
Yeah.
That's the scary
bro,
part.
that-
That's
like
he
I said,
really-
man.
He's
That's
a phenomenal
ridiculous,
athlete.
That's
All right,
ridiculous.
Stafford threw 50 times. Great defense. Just want to throw that out there. That's why he got over those 300 yards passing because he threw the ball so much. That is what a commenter is saying. But with that said, let's keep it rolling. Let's keep things going. Shout out to you guys that are at home. Please keep shooting away the questions. We'll be sure to answer them.
Shoot.
All right. So most surprising fantasy performance to you, Bosh? What was the most surprising fantasy performance to you last week? Like somebody was like, "Oh, okay, you know what? This is the real deal."
Oh, Mason, man. Mason, he looked good. He was an undrafted guy, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he looked really good, man. I mean, I know that San Francisco line is really good, and the schemes are always pretty good with Shanahan.
That's crazy.
Dating back to his father with Denver and what he did with Terrell Davis, but that's still really impressive.
I like that. Nebill Abdulla, what was the most impressive thing?
He only had
Cooper
one
Kupp.
catch.
Never missed a beat.
Yeah.
Best receiver in fantasy, drafted late in the 3rd round.
Yeah.
Even later.
Even
Yeah.
later in some leagues.
Yeah.
Better than all the 1st-round receivers.
It was fun watching him. I thought I was done, and then he brought me back in the game with Tony. Then I ended up losing with last Monday night. But that boy looked like the old stuff.
I mean, wow, 32 burger.
Yeah, it was fun to watch. I'm not gonna lie.
Easy.
It was.
And
It
but-
looked so easy.
Bro, it looked
Light
easy,
work.
man.
Light
Yeah.
work.
Yeah, I swear.
That's
shout
a
out
top. Man, he's amazing.
I hope he stays healthy, guys.
Inshallah.
Yeah.
Fun to watch.
No, he should.
He should.
To watch.
Inshallah. That's why when I was watching him, I was like, man, Tony better not be throwing those Tony Mradukins on him, bro.
No, I wanted.
We call
Cooper
them
Kupp.
toucans.
I really did want Cooper Kupp in some of these leagues, and I didn't get the. You know what, man?
Sorry, Tony.
Puka Nacua earned a lot of people's respect, not just from a fantasy standpoint, but that guy's a monster. But I always thought, even when Cooper Kupp came back, I'm like, man, they're gonna go to Cooper Kupp. I don't think he was fully healthy last year. They kept going to Nacua, but man, Kupp is amazing, man.
AB Abraham, most impressive fantasy performance for you last week.
What happens when the team actually knows how to use Saquon Barkley?
Yeah, that's true.
What happens when you actually feed Saquon Barkley?
Yeah,
Giants, look back and cry and
They're gonna cry about a lot of
use your tears to do something. But I'm
he's
telling
gonna
you
tear
right
him
now,
up.
look what happens when
man,
you
I
actually
did
give the
not want to
ball.
I
play
mean, they gave him
Saquon
the
that
ball,
week.
guys.
No,
I mean,
they
he
did
just-
not.
they
Daniel
did
Jo- Dan-
that
you-
offense is way better.
Bro, Daniel Jones.
Exactly. Enough said.
Okay,
Yeah.
so don't tell
That's
me
the problem.
so don't tell me they gave him the ball. They didn't give him the ball.
Bro, Saquon Barkley
Your
is
first and
today's
goal at the
modern day
2.
version of Barry Sanders,
Bro.
bro. He's a phenomenal running back.
Exactly.
Skilled,
Exactly.
And he just stuck
the
in
Giants-
a bad offense.
And the Giants
Yeah.
would be 1st and 2 or 1st and goal at the 2 and give the ball to Daniel Jones.
Hey, put us side by side. Fun fact.
Fun fact, talk to us.
Tony fact.
Put a side by side of
Side by
Daniel
side.
Jones and Scott Mitchell. They look alike.
Okay.
They're
What?
That's it.
But Scott Mitchell was smart enough to
Way
give Barry
way
the
to
ball.
show off your age, Tony.
Scott Mitchell was smart enough to give Barry the ball.
It's a good thing I didn't say Rodney Peete and Eric Kramer.
Oh, that's a great quarterback.
Hey, for me,
Andre Ware.
My
College.
my most impressive fantasy performance to me was just the Bucks offense. They were all values. Mike
right, that's-
Evans, I used to think that he was overvalued. He deserves to be where he went. Chris Godwin still. Rashad White looking solid. Baker Mayfield, everyone has scooped him up that they can now. He's a fantasy relevant quarterback. The whole time, I mean, I know they played Washington. It was just the efficiency of their offense that I was impressed with. I think that all their players could be steals by the end of the season, and I'm mad about it because I ain't really got nobody. But go ahead, Tony.
I mean, I do think it was
The
product
Commanders,
of
yeah.
the Commanders. Dude, Mike Evans to me is the weirdest wide receiver I've ever known in my life. He drops the easiest passes and then the most contested ones.
You're complaining.
He's just freaking
Yeah, the
ridiculous.
guys had
bro.
8-9 straight 1,000
Both
yards.
of those,
Yeah.
both of those
Hall of Famer.
touchdowns.
Hall of Famer.
Yeah, but
First
he just,
ballot.
dude, he is
And
just
Brady
so much.
and Tom Brady brought him a Super Bowl.
I'm sorry. Let him finish. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Wait a minute.
He's just frustrating, man. Because I used to like Mike Evans, and then when I see
Used to draft him every year.
yeah, I hate wide receivers that catch the ball with their bodies. To me, it just tells me they're not. If you do it every now and then, okay. But dog, anytime he has a chance to catch it with his hands,
So that-
if it's an easy pass, he drops it.
So is that
He's
what,
coming of
so-
age
So is that
where-
what really grinds your gears? He's
Listen,
catching
man,
the
I'm
ball with
glad
his
he
body?
did because I scooped up Baker Mayfield and it got me a win last week. So I'm glad he
Four
did.
freaking touchdowns, guys.
Yeah, man.
He didn't want to stop at 2 or 3. My man threw for 4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
You know there was 35 touchdowns, so he threw for 4. So he pretty much accumulated about 20% of the passing touchdowns of last week was Baker Mayfield.
I mean,
Awesome.
I think he's the number one
Is that the
fantasy quarterback right now.
Is that the percent? Is that percentage?
Yes.
Is that percentage right though?
What?
Tony?
About
4 out of
About
32?
18.
About 20%.
About
4 out of
18.
32.
4 out of 35.
4 out of 35.
About 10.
No, man, it's not even. It's like 7%.
18%.
It's not. It's crazy. What do you mean? 4 out of 35? It's 1 into 9.
It's between 15. Guarantees about
11,
15%.
12.
I'll
11.4.
I'll
My
settle
bad.
this right now.
That was at the top of my head, though. Just me throwing it out there. But go ahead. Jose.
11.4.
We gotta
I'm shocked.
Google check you.
Hey, real quick, shocked at the panel. Shocked at all you guys.
What happened?
The greatest performance in my eyes last week was number 9, J-Mo.
Yes.
Yeah, Jamison Williams came out. And, bro, the guy just skyrocketed.
That was a.
He was beautiful.
Yeah.
They took away Amon St. Brown, and he still shines, so I'm happy for
he's
that.
a lottery pick. Amran wasn't.
Yeah, and it was
Big
funny
difference
watching
in talent.
Sufi take everybody but him.
And
Alhamdulillah.
And I took him. And I looked at Sufi and said, I got the
so
best line.
Sufi really is the ultimate villain.
Oh, no.
he
You
is.
can't take that title from Tony, my man.
No, he's
No,
not.
I
You
think
cannot take
the
that
way
title
you
from...
guys are talking, I mean, Sufi, I don't know if you're watching and paying attention.
No, the guy took... How many Lions players did he take that day?
17.
Yeah. The only person that was
He
left was
drafted Wayne
J-Mo
Fox.
and Khalif Raymond. That's it.
That's funny. That's funny. Yusuf, we're going to take a quick break. Believe it or not, it's already 12:20, guys. Time is
Oh, wow.
flying.
Oh,
yes,
God.
time is flying. We're going to give a shout out
That's what
to
happens
our
when you're having fun.
next
With Tony.
sponsor. We're going to give Holy Bowly. Shout out to Holy Bowly,
Holy.
man. We appreciate them and their supports, and then we're going to keep things rolling. So shout out to Holy Bowly.
Holy moly. You have to
Hey,
try out Holy Bowly. Holy Bowly is your go-to destination for vibrant bowls and delicious sandwiches. Everything they serve is 100% fresh, and they have halal options as well. Their mouth-watering bowls are always packed to the top, so you know you're getting the most bang for your buck. They currently have 2 locations in Detroit, and you can check out all their food on their website at www.myholybowly.com.
All right, we're officially back, ready to get it rolling.
Jose throwing us off.
Dalton
Comes in
Schultz
late.
or Isaiah Likely. I mean, listen, guys, I'm starting Isaiah Likely over a lot of people. I can tell you that
I
right
would not
now.
even start Dalton Schultz.
Yeah, I would not start Dalton Schultz. I think Likely. You agree?
Likely.
A.B. Abraham got Isaiah Likely. Do you guys? You guys?
I have him in one. I am definitely in one. He was one of the targets I had. I just never got an opportunity
And
to
there's
get
a
to
great matchup today.
in other leagues. Like I said last week, you guys were. I've never drafted with you guys before, and you got Bosch over here. What was your first 3 picks? Running backs.
That's how you
Look
do
at
it.
that smile on his face.
Yeah.
So I wasn't prepared. I was scrambling for running backs. But thank you. But thank you because
Bell
of,
cows.
listen, Bosch, because of your scramble for running back, I ended up with Jordan Mason without even knowing it. Because I was scrambling for backs, I was taking people's backups. Isaiah Likely, I don't care what they're going to do today, and they're going to try to get Andrews involved. Isaiah Likely is still going to be a huge part of this offense, not even at the tight end position. He's going to be lined up a lot as a receiver. That's what nobody understands. This season, they are going to use Isaiah Likely regardless. So, like a Taysom Hill's considered tight end too.
I
Likely
like
is going to
Taysom,
be
though,
used.
but not this matchup.
But I'm saying is Likely is going to be used. He's going to be that number 2, right? I'm telling you, Lamar likes him. Big target. Lamar with his accuracy. Isaiah, start him.
Yeah, I agree. I like Likely a lot, Tony.
I never go against a guy named Isaiah, but you guys were hyping him up, so I scooped him up in one league, and then I put him out there for people to
Trade.
for
Yeah,
trade,
trade bait.
and nobody
Because you're-
said anything.
What league?
Really?
What
I
league
used
is
my
this in?
number 1 waiver on
Yeah,
him.
but these
What,
are Leatherface.
what league is this in?
swear.
What league?
And Fantasy Guys one.
That's a problem.
Why is it a problem? If you like, come grab him.
Yeah, but they don't want to give up nothing for him.
See? So
Like
how
you
good
said,
is he?
Leatherheads.
Leatherface.
The Leatherheads.
Jose Likely or Schultz?
Dalton Schultz.
You're crazy.
Yeah.
That's why I'm Jose.
It's too much to
Milan.
going around.
We're gonna break down games, starts and sits. I know there's an odd number, so there's obviously gonna be 2-2, and then we're gonna just kind of swing it in. All right. So basically, talk about the players you would start and sit for each game. Let's start off with the Detroit Lions against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Jose, who you starting for the Bucs this week?
Oh, you dirty.
Yeah. Sorry.
All right. Top 10 wide receiver, Mike Evans. He's going to stay at top 10 for the rest of the year. Of course, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Baker Mayfield, Rashad White, and my sneak, Mr. Odin.
That's a lot of people to start against
That's
the
the only.
Lions.
Hey, I think it's gonna be a high scoring game.
It's gonna be a great scoring.
The
game.
Bucks are probably not gonna be able to run. We're hoping for Baker Mayfield. I'm starting him this week. Gives us 4 touchdowns.
Is that what we're doing? We're really
No,
starting Baker
I'm-
Mayfield
you're
I have
starting
to.
him? I'm not.
I have to.
over Purdy?
I'm not.
Why not?
This week. There's somebody out there.
Answer
I'm
the
gonna
question,
target.
Tony.
All right, Aaron
But
Rodgers,
Lions-
Tennessee Titans.
Who am I doing?
No, Lions. Yeah.
Lions, I mean, look, man, J-Mo started off where he left off in that Frisco game. He's going to be more involved. I think they're going to make it a point to get Amon-Ra, David Montgomery, Sam Laporta, Jahmyr Gibbs, Goff. I see a dominant performance today, guys.
By who?
But
He's naming everybody. He's just naming everybody.
Everybody?
I know.
All right, moving on. We got the Raiders versus the Ravens. AB, we're gonna give you the Raiders. Who you start from the Raiders?
They're gonna Zamir White's it's gonna start. Antonio Pierce is definitely gonna get him more involved.
Booming him.
He's gonna be the main back. Madsen's gonna come in third down responsibility. Devontae.
Bowers.
Devontae Bowers, yeah. Bowers, but Devontae.
Guys, you have to start Brock Bowers. I'm sorry to tell you guys this. He's a top 10 fantasy
I
tight
mean,
end.
But they're going against-
he got the targets, but I think Devontae.
Yeah, but they're going against the Ravens, man. I don't like them as much. This
Devontae.
yeah, it's fantasy, though.
Nebill Abdulla, Ravens. Who you got for the Ravens?
I would go Derrick Henry, Bowers. Don't like Minshew. Don't like White. Lamar, Zay Flowers, Devontae.
Okay. Are you starting Andrews?
Yeah.
You
Okay.
forgot about him.
Browns, Jaguars, Browns, Bosch. You starting anybody from the Browns other than Jerome Ford?
Amari Cooper.
That's about it.
That's about
That's
it.
about it.
Jose, Jaguars. Who you got for Jacksonville?
Anybody but Evan Ingram. I guess
Damn, I just realized I'm playing against Christian Kirk too, man.
got me messed
Ingram's
up.
Out.
I don't even want to think about the Jaguars right now. Okay, you got Christian Kirk. I mean, I really don't like the Jaguars that much. ETN.
Gabe Davis?
Brian Thomas.
Oh, Brian Thomas.
You're saying
Jr.
Gabe Davis' name before Brian Thomas.
Yeah,
Let's not say
that's-
Brian
I'm
Thomas'
sorry.
name before
It's
Gabe
Brian
Davis.
Thomas's
Stop,
offense now.
Yes.
I see why you were
All
higher
right.
on him. I like him a
Friendly
lot.
wager.
Oh, there we go.
We have 2 a week.
You're gonna be
So
broke
we might
by
as
the end
well
of
just
week
stay
4.
consistent.
Go.
Gabe Davis is going to have a bigger fantasy year than Brian Thomas.
Let's say this. He's gonna have a better. Let's just
Shake
bet
my
on the
hand.
game.
Shake my hand. Season, 100% he's not.
For the season.
Let me
He can
shake
have-
your
he can-
hand.
He can have a boom week. Brian Thomas will have a better year than Gabe Davis.
All right,
Go
by
ahead.
the way, Gabe Davis, boom, Philly.
Yeah. I mean, you're going to eventually hit on it every week. You're going to do that. You know what I'm saying? That's what he's going to do. Gabe Davis is his new Robbie
He had
Anderson.
it. He had it.
It's his
He
new
had
Robbie
it.
Anderson.
I swear to God. Put me down every single week.
Jets,
chosen one.
Titans, why are you starting Aaron Rodgers this week, Tony?
I do think it's a bounce back week for Aaron Rodgers. I think he's
a
going to
question.
get cocky going in there, and I think the Jets are going to give him a lot of position.
Fahmy, how do you feel about Garrett Wilson this year?
I'm very
Hey,
high on him.
I'm
I like him.
We talked about
Really?
this.
Yeah.
Yes.
And San Francisco is a tough matchup. They know how to play.
You got him?
I got him.
Titans. AB Abraham. Who you got for
Trade
the
him?
Titans?
Yeah.
Okay.
Calvin Ridley. Pollard.
Shout out
played
to Tony.
Really, really, really well. And I'm just going to kind of stay away from anybody else. Really, they're just going to be bench options.
All right, we got some questions right here quickly. We got how come nobody's pronouncing Tua's last name? Tua Tagovailoa. I said it like that. I mean, I'm probably not saying it right. Keenan Allen in my flex for night game, but questionable. Should I start Elliott or Eckler since Allen's game time decision? Kareem Abdullah the Cuzzo. That's a
Who's
great
the
question.
other two guys?
Eckler.
Eckler
or who?
Zeke or Keenan Allen, basically. But Keenan Allen is questionable going into Sunday night, so he's asking, should he keep him in his lineup or should he put in Ezekiel Elliott or Austin Eckler?
Eckler versus the Giants is a good matchup.
Yeah,
Ugh.
for sure.
I mean, volume-wise, I would like Zeke, honestly.
Yeah,
I was just about to say
I don't
touchdown,
think- yeah.
touchdown potential.
Brian
and all
Robinson
that.
looked great last week, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't see
did.
Eckler doing.
Yeah.
That's it. Eckler's done, guys. Stop talking about
couple
Eckler.
pass
I
catches.
disagree.
Yeah,
He's not done. I don't agree
He's
with
not.
that
for
part.
this
Nah,
week,
he looked good last
for this
week.
week, I think Zeke's to play.
Yeah, because they're playing the Saints, and it could be like, Saints a lot of turnovers, opportunities in the red zone. Bang, Zeke
Go.
pops in a touchdown for you. He's gonna be an RB2 pretty much. Ezekiel
Excellent.
Elliott, bro. I think he's solid.
I would go Eckler
Yeah,
over Allen.
This
and
guy was
over-
just about to say Kirk Cousins.
Zeke, Eckler, or Keenan Allen.
Keenan Allen.
But he's questionable on Sunday night. Would you take that risk and leave him in the lineup, or should you go with Zeke and Eckler?
I feel like the safer bet is Zeke.
Yeah.
He's definitely gonna get a touchdown. Let's keep it real.
Yeah.
They got nobody else over there.
Jose, did you answer that question? Who you got?
I got Zeke.
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 We got like
Damn, man.
1, 2, 3, 4, four, maybe 5 Zekes and 1 Eckler, or
I'm an Eckler.
oh, Eckler. I'm sorry, 4 Zekes, 2 Ecklers. So, Kenem, I hope that helps you out. 12 league, don't judge. No, I mean, nothing wrong with that. Those are some solid flex options. Keeping it rolling. 49ers versus the Vikings. Obviously, Christian McCaffrey is out. Nebill Abdulla, who would you start for the 49ers this week?
Mason, Debo Samuel, Ayuk.
How about Brock Purdy? You starting him against the Vikings?
Yeah, it's a good matchup.
Vikings. Who you got for the Vikings?
Mason, Debo, Purdy.
Vikings.
Oh, Vikings.
Oh, I'm sorry, Vikings. Vikings, I got...
Are you starting Aaron Jones versus the 49ers?
Justin Jefferson, Aaron Jones, of course, absolutely.
Would you start Aaron Jones or Najee Harris? Najee playing against Denver, Aaron Jones playing against 49ers.
Aaron Jones.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's 2 stingy
I would go
defenses.
Aaron Jones.
Denver's got a stingy defense too.
Najee Harris.
Najee, I mean, they're supposed to feed him. They got this new offensive
He
coordinator.
did. He got 20 carries last week.
Yeah.
He looked good,
Well,
too.
where's the production?
Yeah, the production really wasn't there. But
I'm saying.
going back, you got Aaron Jones, Justin Jefferson. Anyone else from the Vikings?
That's it.
That's all you're rolling with? All right, let's keep it rolling. All right, so we got the Chargers versus the Panthers. Jose, I'll give you the Chargers. Who are you starting for the Los Angeles Chargers this week?
That lad. I like him. So, yeah, and I like J.K. Dobbins between the 2 running backs, and those are the only 2 people I like, honestly, on the Chargers.
Carolina, are you starting anybody, Tony?
No.
No.
There you go.
Really?
Yep.
I mean, you have to start Deontay Johnson because you drafted him high.
Yeah.
And you know
That's
what,
it.
man? Xavier Leggett.
Listen, give him 2 weeks.
You're
You
not
can
starting
start
him.
Jonathan Brooks. In 2 weeks.
You know what? Till
He'll
proven,
get.
till proven
Can we say?
otherwise,
Can we say?
I
He'll
don't
get
like
you,
nobody in Carolina.
can we say? He'll
Hey,
get you
Jonathan Brooks is
10
going to be
points.
that
He's
guy.
a stud.
He's
but
going to be that guy, I think.
we didn't-
If
we
he
didn't
gets
see
you
him on the
10
field.
points, would you start him?
He got 7.5
Leggett.
last week.
Highest draft.
Jose,
I
they
would,
might just say
I
it's
would
not
start
worth
him
it.
when bye weeks.
They don't have nothing else
when
to
I
sell.
when I drafted 5 guys to be on
for sure.
bye week 6, and I have nobody, and he's going to give me 10 points. Yeah, that's a steal for a bye week. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Seahawks, Patriots, AB. Who you starting for Seattle this week?
Oh, DK.
Rematch of the Super Bowl.
Hey,
Dak
Kenneth-
Charbonnet. Kenneth Walker is
Boom,
out.
boom, Philly, Charbonnet.
Yep.
One of them.
Yep.
All right, we're gonna talk about Boomfield.
Charbonnet. I'm going DK. Your deeper leagues, put Lockett in there. He still looked okay.
Lockett looked great.
Number 1 in targets.
I'm still.
I was gonna
Lockett
say.
looked great, man.
I hate
Well,
Tyler.
hold on.
I hate
Hold
Lockett's
on.
not going
So,
nowhere.
so
love Tyler Lockett,
but here's what nobody understands.
still there.
Seattle
Yeah.
just played Denver, right? That boy, Patrick Surtain. I mean, he's the truth. He locked up DK. Doesn't mean DK is not going to be part of this offense. Doesn't mean he's not going to get those targets. He's not going to get force fed. I'm just throwing that out there.
DK had his lowest ADP since he was a rookie.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, Kedim said he got 4 people to play.
Patrick
He's going
Surtain
Zeke.
is the
We're
truth.
gonna all get personal messages from him if Zeke doesn't.
Shout out to Kareem.
You guys know.
You can give him my number.
There you go. We got Seahawks. Who you got? The Patriots. Unfortunately, are you just starting Ramondre Stevenson?
That's it.
Okay, let's keep it rolling. Saints, Cowboys. I'm giving you the Saints.
Saints, I'm
Why do you do
taking
that?
Olave. I'm taking Kamara.
You believe in Sheed?
How about Shaheed?
No way.
Hey, he's a one-play type of guy.
He's
He's a boom or bust.
I'm okay.
He's either going to give you 17 or
in
0.
a 14-man league. I might consider him.
There you go.
What's the deal with Olave, man?
He doesn't have a
I don't
quarterback.
like him. I don't like him.
He doesn't have a quarterback.
Very
Don't blame him.
inconsistent.
He does. Yeah.
That's fade
that's-
away.
Hey,
does not have a quarterback.
Spencer Rattler's sitting on
Yeah,
that.
but
Who's the
sitting
other
on
team?
that bench.
Catch.
Cowboys.
Dallas Cowboys. Who you
Dallas
got?
Cowboys. The Dallas, give me. See, I'm actually starting Dak Prescott over Joe Burrow, but I'm thinking about changing that right now.
Wow.
I bet.
I would go
Dak
Prescott.
You know
for
what I'm
Kyler
saying?
Murray.
That's a good
I'll
matchup.
start
Wow.
Dak Prescott over Joe Burrow. all
Okay,
day.
like we said, Dak Prescott,
Wow.
CeeDee Aini, always, he's guaranteed.
Wow.
Hey, the boom, Shoemaker.
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 Wow.
You know what he does in his free time?
What does he do?
He makes shoes.
Just like Mama Imelda.
Wow.
Only dads
Wow.
get that one, right? Who else we got?
Would you start Brandon Cooks in different leagues?
I would say,
He's
look, Brandon
the
Cooks
number
is
two.
he's another Sheed guy. He either catches a touchdown or he doesn't.
All right, Giants
He
and
might
Commanders,
be.
the game of the week. Giants and Commanders. Who you
Wow.
got for the Giants?
Giants versus Commanders. That's disgusting.
Probably just
Jaden.
neighbors,
The
bro.
battle of the LSU boys.
Yeah, that's why I think he's going to have a good week this week. They were talking smack in the
They were.
offseason, Neighbors and Daniels.
it.
So,
Neighbors
So
can-
how do you feel
yeah.
about
Neighbors
Scary
can talk.
Terry, man?
He can't-
I
As a
ain't
scary.
gonna lie, if I have Scary Terry, I'm very disappointed. In the
I
first
am
week.
big time.
No, stop.
I'd be worried if I had
Listen, man.
I'm so sad.
Listen, we just talked about it. I tried to bring it up earlier, man. No quarterbacks were thrown deep, right?
right, you're right.
You got a guy. I don't know what's going on in Washington.
Well, no preseason.
Yeah,
This is why guys like Sam Howell and other guys have failed scale there, guys that can throw the ball. You guys aren't letting the guy throw the damn ball. You're not. You're letting him run. You're going to kill him running 80 and 90 and 100 yards, and that's going to be awesome. But Jaden Daniels can throw the rock. Let him throw the rock.
Sound like a Terry McLaurin owner. That's what you sound like.
I get McLaurin and Jaden Daniels. What I'm saying is let him throw the rock.
All right, who you got for the Commanders this week, AB?
Hit me up.
Let him throw the rock. You're starting Jaden Daniels. You're starting Scary Terry. He's coming back. They're playing the Giants.
Robinson, Eckler.
Sleeper to me, Brian Robinson. I don't know why he goes in the 8th, 9th round. Dude,
He
to
looked
me,
good, wallah.
very good. And
He got shot 5 times and he's still.
It's not that. It's because the league right now in offenses are receiver heavy, and people are trying to grab that second and third receiver off of a team with fantasy value.
Honestly,
so
I think it's
Robinson
a
does drop all the way back.
I think it's a 2-back system because sometimes you go into it not knowing. Look at Zach Moss and
Brian
Chase
Robinson.
Brown.
But
man.
you guys gotta have to understand.
I know.
you
I
guys have
thought
to
Chase Brown was going to
something.
be the lead.
Some of these teams, when you're letting your quarterback run, you know what I'm saying? He's going to take opportunities away.
most of those
They even said, they told
It'll
Jaden
be
Daniels
50-50.
not to run. They were like, well, yeah,
no,
those
he
are-
said I'm running.
all right,
Yeah.
Colts, Packers. Nebill, you got the Colts.
Richardson, Taylor, Pierce.
You're not
You
gonna say
like
Pittman's
Pierce?
name?
Pittman.
I don't like Pittman.
You like
Well,
Pierce? though?
put him on there. He's their number 1. You don't have a choice.
Let me know when he shows up.
Oh, God.
Probably won't be this one. Jair
We've been waiting since college for Pittman.
Packers, who you got? Malik Willis is the quarterback. Are you starting Jaden Reed?
Of course. And
Really?
Josh Jacobs, yeah. You
You
have
said,
to.
of course?
Of course.
With Malik Willis at quarterback?
Yes.
You guys, what are you supposed
We're
to
in
do?
the NFL. We're in the NFL, guys. You guys
Yeah.
are so quick with that. I mean, we're in the NFL, guys.
My tribal
Come on,
chief
man.
shoes, by the way.
What's that
with
supposed to mean? Like he's supposed to perform? Or is that what you're saying? Like
The
no matter what?
volume's going to be there.
What you're just trying to say is the guy's going to come in
lot of
at
3 and out.
guy's going to come in at quarterback like what? You guys think he's a
Did you
walk on?
draft
He's a
Jaden
walk
Reed as
on.
your number 1 wide receiver?
You didn't
No.
see Bryce Young
Okay,
last
then.
week?
Start him as your
Then I just
2 or
won.
your flex. You'll be fine.
So Jaden Reed or Ladd McConkey?
Jaden Reed.
Hold on. Let me ask you something, Omar.
I'm starting Ladd McConkey over Jaden.
Yeah, but Omar, do you think starting Malik Willis, who made it to the NFL, is like finding a guy that walked into Ann Arbor off the street and wanted to play quarterback?
Or maybe somebody that walked into the
I'll be
LOL league and
honest-
dominated.
I'll be honest with you, Joe Flacco is a
30 for
better
30 coming
quarterback.
in.
Like
Then Malik
if he
Willis.
man, if he goes
Yeah.
to Green Bay, bro.
And he
But
got-
he-
got-
Ryan Tannehill.
But he's
got
not.
it.
But hold on.
Ryan Tannehill.
But hold on. They're not in Green Bay. We're talking about what's there now.
So, but AB, he came like in August 20th, by the way. Like he's literally new to the team.
Okay.
So they're gonna take it easy on him.
Okay.
But
LaFleur-
Jaden Reed is the only guy
Pause.
from the receivers that I would start if there was one.
Listen, let me
Because of the fact that
explain. Let me explain something to you.
I got 3 defense.
It wasn't like Jordan Love was questionable all week, and this guy didn't get first team reps, and this guy. He knew the second that Friday night game ended, he had
Zach-
Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Zach Wilson got a lot of first team reps last year.
Yeah,
what did he do with it?
But he ain't
Yeah.
Zach Wilson.
They destroyed that offense. Malik Willis is just as bad.
He is,
He has
man.
never done nothing.
All right, let's
Hey,
keep it
when
rolling.
he kept dropping in the draft, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I kind of was like, man, why the
'Cause he's
why
not-
the hell the
yeah.
line's not picking him up?
Yeah.
We got him
bro.
Hooker, bro.
There's a reason why
Alhamdulillah, they
alhamdulillah.
didn't.
Rams, Cardinals, Jose, Rams, go.
Cooper Kupp, Kyron Williams, Matthew Stafford, and the tight end. What's
Colby
his-
Parkinson.
Damn, I wanted to botch it so bad.
All right, Cardinals. Tony, Cardinals.
James Conner, Kyler Murray.
Does MHJ?
What
have
about
a-
Maserati Marv? Maserati? More like a Mazda.
He might get it because I feel like they're gonna concentrate on trying to get him the ball. like they
Kyler
did last year.
Murray said it's not my
Yeah.
job.
And then he got a phone call from the head.
I don't care who he got a phone call from.
His boss, the guy who
says-
has his
well,
job.
And when
What'd
he's
he
in the
say?
game,
What'd
he
he say?
can't.
It's not
He
my
said
job
it's
to give
not
the ball."
my job to give Maserati Marv the ball.
I guarantee
That's
you,
a bad line.
the guy who signs his check made a phone call.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, but he's
Who's
still
check?
say that. stuff.
Kyler Murray's still getting a big
gets paid
check.
to be there.
Come on, let's fight through this, guys.
I'm
Broncos, Steelers, Broncos. You got Broncos. I'm giving you the Broncos.
I still like
Nobody.
For the
Not right
Broncos?
now.
It's against the Steelers.
Not a single person.
No.
That Rodgers-
I still like Javonte Williams.
I'm not. I mean, obviously, I can't now.
I like
John
Javonte.
Elway.
My dumb self started Jeff Wilson Jr. over Javante Williams.
It's okay.
That's why you said
I
nobody-
started the Miami's defense.
Hey, go
I
ahead.
did too.
Steelers. I'm sorry, Steelers.
Najee, Pickens.
Would you start Justin Fields?
No,
Yeah.
I wouldn't start picking.
I'd start Fields over a lot of guys.
How about Justin Fields or Baker Mayfield?
Justin Fields.
You just saw what
The upside.
You just saw what Sertan did to DK. You're still starting Pickens.
I want to start Justin Fields, man.
I mean, they
I
can
want to
move
wait
him
a
around.
week. I want to wait.
Just
If he
tons
does
of-
well, that's great.
Boom Philly, Justin Fields.
Wow. Well, we gotta write this down because we're gonna have to actually do this.
Oh, yeah, I'm starting him in the league.
Okay. We got Chiefs and Bengals. Should be the game of the week right here. Bengals. I'm giving you the Bengals.
Bengals, give me Chase. Give me Zach Moss.
Joe Burrow.
I can't, man.
That's it. He's stopping
He went
right
Zach
there.
Morris blonde.
It didn't work out for him. He got done by
He went Cody Rhodes blonde.
Chiefs. Who you got?
Chiefs. I got Worthy, Rice, Mahomes, Kelsey, because he's fake. I don't like Kelsey with his.
And
And the running back,
number 10?
Isaiah, I bite people, Pacheco.
All right. Bears, Texans, Sunday Night Football. Tony, you got the Bears. I'm sorry, but are you starting anybody from Chicago?
yeah, Caleb Williams. Did you say Caleb?
Omar's sleeper quarterback.
Yeah, the Caleb, the truth.
Caleb Williams.
The truth.
I don't.
Give him some time, guys.
And some more nail polish
How much
for his
time?
toes.
Of course,
You
we
dropped
have-
him off your fantasy league. That tells me you're not giving him time.
My man threw for 92 yards and said, great
And
win,
Omar
guys."
dropped him off of every fantasy team he had.
I had to.
Why? I thought that was your
He
sleeper.
didn't
That's
look
the
good.
guy.
Hey,
He didn't
really?
look
After
good.
1 week, you
Well,
dropped him?
yeah,
The eye test
we got
was
bench
failure.
spots.
Oh, man.
Hey,
Yeah, but I like
No
the
good.
people I pick up. You know what I'm
Shout out to
saying?
their
hey,
defense.
he went and picked up Jeff Wilson Jr.
Yeah.
And started him.
Third string.
Yeah, he came out and he.
No good, guys.
Go ahead.
What?
Nobody.
Chicago?
Nobody.
Not even DJ?
I don't trust. I don't trust.
I took DJ Moore. I just wanna
Houston-
break this
I think-
mic right now.
Yeah, No, you are gonna start
Break
DJ
the mark?
Moore. Relax. You're gonna start DJ Moore. I mean, you probably draft Swift. You're probably gonna start him. I'll be honest with you. I told you guys in preseason. I don't. They got weapons, but it's that quarterback position. I don't think he's a rookie. I
Wow,
don't think he's
so-
that good. He's no
Real
CJ
quick.
Stroud, and
Hey, the eye
it's
test.
too small.
The eye test for week
Small,
one.
man.
Jaden Daniels is a better quarterback than Caleb Williams.
He was the Heisman
He
Trophy
ran.
winner. He should have been number one overall. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
That is
Houston
so
Texans. Who
scary.
you got, Abraham?
So Houston, you're starting CJ Stroud. Absolutely. Okay. Joe Mixon came out and showed you guys that I can still ball. All right, Boomer Sooner there, and then really you're just kind of throwing out these receivers. I mean,
All three of them?
If listen,
All three.
If
All three
you
of them.
guys,
All three.
if you guys did well, first of all, Nico Collins, you guys should have known he was going to eat. Indy's susceptible
Yeah.
to the deep ball. He's done it now 3-4 straight games. Okay,
Fastest straight.
but you guys have to realize and understand something. They brought Stephon Diggs in. He's going to get the ball.
Yep.
He had two
Yeah,
touchdowns.
no question.
Listen, Diggs going to get the ball. Diggs 1, Nico's going to be 2. I mean, they're still
No,
going to.
that's Nico 1, Diggs 2.
No.
One's a slot receiver. One's the premier receiver.
Yeah,
Nico Collins.
but like I said, Nico, because it was against Indy and they're susceptible to
I
the deep
felt
ball,
like
it's going to be Diggs,
Tank
Nico.
Dell is their number one.
No, he's going to be.
Guys, I'm
He's still
telling
coming
you,
back from
this
an
is
injury.
one team that you're starting the running back.
Yeah, you're starting
3
everybody,
receivers
like-
like it's
And their tight end?
I mean,
Bro, that's
No,
why
not
we
their tight
thought
end.
CJ
Not yet.
Stroud's
Hey,
gonna
I
have
like
a big
Dalton.
year,
Hey,
bro.
Hey, Tony, would you agree this team's almost kind of like you would if we were in 2000, 2001 right now with the
Chill. Too far back.
with come on with
on,
the
2011.
Rams, the St. Louis Rams, the greatest show on turf. You're starting Marshall
I would
Faulk,
go back
Oz
20
Hakeem,
years.
Warner,
Oz Hakeem,
Oz
Torrey
Hakeem,
Holt,
Torrey
and
Holt,
Isaac Bruce.
Isaac Bruce, come on now,
I would sell Stephon Diggs.
right?
Because Tank Dell will overtake him. He's a better receiver.
No, they paid
There
him.
is
They're
a
gonna
reason
play
why
it.
a team that wins
Can
the
you dig
division
it?
4 years in a row says bye-bye. They're not doing that by accident.
Okay,
That
but
makes
the thing
sense,
is,
but
this
you
team
don't
picked
think-
him up.
you
You
don't
think they're not
Stephon
going to use
Diggs
him?
is
He's
still
not better than
elite?
Tank Dell. No, he's not.
They're going to use him.
I mean, it doesn't take away from how good Stephon
when they
Diggs
take
is.
you from the outside routes to a slot, that doesn't mean you're elite.
Nabil.
I mean,
That's a downgrade.
But he's a great route runner, and the speed is on the outside. You got
And
a
it's
big receiver like
12-43.
Nico Collins.
He's Julian Edelman from
Hey,
Houston.
hey.
That's what he is.
Good job. I mean, listen.
We appreciate you guys'
think they're all-
comments.
I think they're all good. I think they're all
I had a
startable.
good shot.
Falcons, Eagles,
Great shot.
Monday Night Football, final game. Falcons. Who are you starting? Nebill Abdulla.
Bijan.
You got Drake London.
Yeah, Drake London.
How about Kyle Pitts?
I like
Pitts.
Drake London. Pitts, I hope you could.
Oh, man. That was.
I don't know, man.
I would start him again because the tight ends are starting to.
I mean,
fly off
according
like
to
a-
Tony, you're
The
starting.
Titans are not that good
starting
this year.
everybody.
Yes, I mean.
Yeah.
Even
But
Darnell
he's
Mooney.
like- he's so.
The tight ends pooped last
Random.
week. By the way, a lot of them. A lot of them did bad.
A lot of beaters.
Eagles. Who you starting?
Hurts, Saquon, Devontae,
The Slim Reaper.
Goddard, just because of volume. AJ Brown's out.
Yeah.
That's Bosch's boy, by the way,
Yo,
guys.
hold on,
Thugger,
dog.
baby.
Hold on.
Thugger, baby.
Hey, 100%.
Devontae. Yeah.
This dude, hype me up when I draft Devontae, and then when he doesn't get him in a league, he's a scrub. I don't know what kind of psychology. It's mind games, 100%.
It's the same thing he does when he drafts his basketball teams. He's the other captains. This guy,
Hey, speaking of basketball teams, man,
100%.
shout out to these guys. They went undefeated through the regular season, and they won the championship in the 30-plus.
Oh, this is your first time doing
I congratulated him, but it's one of those situations where on the show we don't talk about it.
But you guys were the hottest team.
But you were on his team.
Don't get off topic.
It's 12:45. We gotta go our Boom Phillies. We didn't give a shout out to our next sponsor too, and
Hottest team in the
Yo,
league.
how about
shout out to Bosch. No, we're gonna give a shout out to Malek Al-Kabob. Shout out to Malek Al-Kabob restaurant. We appreciate them and their support. Shout out to Murtada and everybody over there at Malek Al-Kabob.
We love them.
We're gonna keep it rolling. So shout out to Malek Al-Kabob restaurant.
Malek Al-Kabob has become noted as one of the best Middle Eastern restaurants in the Metro Detroit area. The restaurant has become a popular destination for visitors and is always full of satisfied locals who are proud to invite their guests to taste real Middle Eastern food. With options like shish platters, shawarma plates, shawarma sandwiches, lamb chops, fattoush, and tabbouleh salads, you can never go wrong when you choose to eat at Malek Al-Kabob. They currently have 3 locations, West Dearborn, Taylor, and Trenton. Be sure to stop by Malek Al-Kabob to satisfy all of your Middle Eastern cravings. You can also visit them at their website, malekkabob.com.
I gotta post this stuff to it before 1 o'clock. All right, Boom Phillies, guys. It's Boom Philly time.
Let's go.
We project our players to be 1.5%, 1.5 times their projections. So far, guests 11.1%, Ratonia 40%, Moti 33%, Jose in the lead 50%, Tony, me, and AB are all at 33% as well. We actually started off pretty decent. 33% is pretty good, guys.
That's not bad.
All right, so my Boom Phillies for this week, I got J.K. Dobbins. I had Jeff Wilson Jr. I got Alan Lazard. I got Clint Boswell, kicker for Pittsburgh. I got Derrick Henry, and I also got Pittsburgh's defense. Bosch, I'm gonna let you go first because I gotta write this down. Who you got for Boom Phillies?
I like Jaden Daniels.
All right. Who else you got?
I like Zach Charbonnet.
Okay. And you got any more?
I do.
He had one more.
I have a list.
Who did we boom earlier?
I like Malik Neighbors in the Revenge Tour game.
Okay.
I like Colby Parkinson.
Okay.
And that's it.
All right. Shout out to Bosch. And then I got Nebill. Nebill, what you got for us?
Beckenbauer's.
Brock Bowers.
Beckenbauer's.
Go ahead.
Justin Fields.
Okay.
The Colts defense because Malik Willis is so good.
Yeah.
Who else? Let's see. You know what? Godwin.
Chris Godwin. All right. There we go. A.B. Abraham, you have yours listed already. Who's your Boom Phillies?
So I got Gus Edwards and the lad. I guess against Carolina.
Say his last name.
Buddy.
McCockney.
He's the lad.
McCockney.
He's the lad.
Malarkey.
I think Isaiah Pachenko has a great
God
game.
damn you, McCockney.
I also went Jaden Daniels. Booming Alec Pierce because his projection's so damn low.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
His projection's so damn low.
was a fluke.
And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to make this statement right here. St. Brown, Amon-Ra St. Brown goes crazy today.
30 burger?
He makes up for last week
What's up with the
and
horns?
this week.
Why do you keep making the horns?
He goes up for last week and this week.
Let's keep it rolling.
Brown,
Yep.
sorry.
Eric Ratonia, shout out to Ratonia, DK Metcalf, Brian Robinson, Brock Bowers, Malik Neighbors, Isaiah Likely, a lot of people that you guys have. Moti, Play Dudes Primetime, has DeAndre Swift, Dalton Schultz, Dallas Goddard, and Darnell Mooney. Shout out to Cal Trey Tony's son. He's part of the guests, responses. He has DeAndre Hopkins, Jacoby Myers, and Jalen Warren. Tony, who do you got?
I got Jerome Ford, Gabe Davis, J.K. Dobbins, Austin Eckler, and I had freaking Tyler Bass miss a 45-year to give me a Boom Philly.
All right.
That's real nice.
Jose?
And Jeff Wilson.
So far, I got Shoemaker, Zamir White, Gibbs, and Jordan Atkins, the tight end for the Cleveland Browns. The only healthy tight end for the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, I'm playing against him, so hopefully it doesn't do that well, Jose. But with that said, shout out to the sponsors of the show: Unique Coney Island, Juice Box, Hanley International Academy, Malek Al-Kabob, Holy Bowly, Jabal Coffee House, and Wingfellas. We appreciate them and their support. Shout out to all the fellas that are in here today. You got Bosch, Nabil, AB, myself, Tony, Jose, and Yusuf, my brother. Appreciate you guys. Final thing, what are you looking forward to the most? Let's start off from right to left. Jose, what are you looking forward to the most in week 2?
Lions keeping that same energy and Putting the clamps on the Buccaneers.
Love that. Tony, what you looking forward to the most?
Secondary, another chance to prove themselves with the Lions, going up against a good trio of receivers.
I am looking forward to the most. I mean, like you guys said, the Lions really just see how we come out here against another playoff contender. So let's see how we come out. You know, Baker Mayfield wants to get this game really bad because of how the game ended last year. So we'll see how that works out. Shout out to the Lions.
Terran Arnold, first interception. Carl Davis, another interception. Baker, 2 INTs. He's sitting on my bench.
Sub-Zero wins.
AB Abraham, who you got?
I'm looking forward the most to putting week 1 behind us. Like that was for fantasy and just regular watching football. There was just really no action.
I agree. Nebill Abdulla, what are you looking forward to the most?
I want to see Baker Mayfield. If week 1 was really, really a fluke, or he's gonna come out and beat a really good team that's favored to go to the Super Bowl.
Bosch?
Lions, man. I think Carlton Davis, this is a revenge tour, you know, being an ex-Buck, losing to us, you know, in the first round of the playoffs last year. I think he gets a first pick. Terran Arnold, man, he needs to stop that hand check and shit he was doing in Alabama. They're gonna keep throwing that.
That was weak flags, though, man.
Hey,
Both
man,
of them were weak
let
flags.
him be.
To be honest
Let
with
him
you.
be. Let him be.
Hey, but one
I
thing
like
he
him. He's a
does
dog.
when the receiver catches the ball, he goes down. He's a great tackler.
No, I like him. I like him.
No, I like him. And I'd rather have him being physical than not physical, obviously. But I agree that he needs to control it. I'm going to call him right now. I know he's calling right now. And so I'm giving him a phone call because we're about to close
Your
the
call
show.
has been forwarded to
All right.
voicemail.
There you go.
No.
Appreciate you guys for watching.
His voicemail says Nader Elite.
Yeah.
Or he
appreciate
changes
you
Boom
Super
guys.
Philly this week, Nader Alabad.
There we go.
Boom, boom. Later, Alabama, baby.
Appreciate you guys for all watching. We hope that
Super
you enjoyed
elite.
this episode. Shout out to these fellas that came on the show as our guests. Always a great time. And thank you guys for watching. We hope that you have a great week too. Good luck. We're here to help you throughout your whole fantasy season. And let's good luck on another great week. Have a great rest of your day.